Hola mis amigos, bienvenidos a mi Dollyverse. ¿Cómo se dice Dollyverse en español? Yo no sé. Díganme por favor. You're watching Broken Dolly TV. My name is Gypsy and today we're going to do something we've never done here before. So I actually got contacted to partner up with a doll retailer called This is Blythe, and I know nothing about Blythe dolls, so they asked me if I would be interested in reviewing one of their products. And of course I was like, yeah, because I want to see what that's all about. I had my eyes on Blythe dolls for a little while now, but when you don't know anything about a doll, I mean, it's high risk trying to invest in dolls, especially like collector level dolls that are meant for adults, because the prices for these dolls are not a joke. It's scary trying to just try one out and then decide you hate it afterwards. So I thought this would be a really great time for me to experiment with these dolls and then share my findings with you guys. So I'm gonna capture everything on video. Everything is going to be organic, exactly my real reactions. I have not opened my package yet. Before I show you the doll, I want to go over a couple of things with you guys. First, I'm going to put up a little snippet of my ordering process so you guys can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Their website is really user-friendly and they have a built-in chat system there so that you can have a representative kind of walk you through the process if you need some help. So that's a plus for people who are beginners. And also, they have 6,000 plus products on their website. It's very easy to navigate. You can customize your dolls from scratch. You can actually choose your dolls based on their skin tone, their hair color, the body type, and the type of face that it has. So there are a few options for figuring out how you want to, look through their products by categories. And their sites gives you a lot of details, like the actual text that give you the descriptions of the dolls. There's a lot of details there for those of you who really want to read up on what you're getting before you order. It's just designed in a way that beginners will be able to get through the process without being so overwhelmed. I just want to show you some of the things that I saw on the website when I was navigating while I was trying to order the doll that I wanted. Yeah, I went through the whole process of picking out the doll, adding it to my cart, doing that whole thing myself. So they didn't just send me a random doll to review. It was the specific doll that I asked them for that they sent to me. And you can also give your own specifications for what you're looking for when you get to the site. If you see something there and you're like, oh, that would be great, but I would want this other doll's hairstyle with that doll's face, you can actually contact their rep and let them know what you're looking for, and then they'll try to customize the doll for you so that you can get exactly what you want, and it doesn't have to be something that's already listed on the site. As long as they have the parts for it and they can combine different parts together to make the doll that you want, you can customize it to your liking. So we're going to dive into our review and our initial thoughts on This is Blythe. You guys know how I do it. Y'all know how I do over here, okay? Thanks to the people who run this website who contacted us in order to partner with us. I really appreciate it. Nonetheless, my criteria for how I review dolls is always the same. It doesn't matter if it's sponsored. It doesn't matter if I bought it. It doesn't matter if someone gave it to me. I'm going to tell you the truth of what I see and notice about the dolls. It's going to be loosely based on how I grade my 12-inch dolls that are usually fashion figures like Barbie and Integrity toys. Some of you guys know more about Blythe than I do, so if I'm being too hard on the doll, let me know in the comment section. That's okay. Well, let's see what we find, okay? I'm excited. How about you guys? Let's see. Joining us today are a couple of our Barbie dolls who are very curious about these Blythe dolls as well, so they wanted to be in on the action. So I've got Yura here, back there with the blue hair. That's Manaya. This is our wheelchair Barbie, who I repainted, I guess you could say. I just gave her a little bit of a touch up. This is Layla. Sitting in the wheelchair is my Frida Kahlo doll, who I've renamed Esperanza. And we're going to go ahead and open up this box, which is where our Blythe doll is waiting to be seen. This is the outside box and then the inside box. Okay, so it's just a plain white box, which is interesting because it doesn't have any designs on it. So you could totally reuse this box to craft other things with. That's pretty convenient, I think. And the box just opens like a shoebox. Okay, so it opens like this. And in here, ooh, lots of things are in here. Okay, my doll is buried way at the bottom, but on top I see there are an outfit, some hands, and wow, those hands are a lot bigger than I thought that they would be. And a set of ears. Dolls come nude usually because they want you to be able to inspect all of the clothing pieces separately before you put them onto the doll. And this is the set of hands, all these different gestures you can make. A set of ears, looks so cool. And then we've got a card here from This Is Blythe. Thank you for your order. It feels like a blanket. It looks like a sleeping bag, like your doll could slide in here and hang out at night maybe. And here's our doll, and she comes all wrapped up and snug in this bubble wrap. And here is her little face with her side glancing eyes. Her eyes do something really cool, so I'm gonna show you guys how that works. Over her face there's a plastic shield that covers up her face so that it doesn't get dusty, which you can reuse when you're storing the doll. But before I open her up, I just want to get another look at her accessories. I did notice that this doll did not come with a stand, which for some reason I just assumed that all of the dolls come with a stand, but that may not be the case. All right, I've taken all of her accessories out of their packaging, and let me show you what I have. So this doll that I chose, of course, she came with an outfit, and this outfit is just a plain striped blue and white top, short sleeves, and a pair of overalls, also shorts. The overalls, they have snap buttons right here, like that. That's clever. I like the way that the overalls were done. This is interesting. Okay, it looks seamless when it's all closed up from the way that they did the buttons. It has a lot of details. There's like a little lining here on the inside. And look at these pockets. They're real pockets, so she can stick her hands in them. Let me see. Oh yeah. That's satisfying. I'm a weirdo. She can stick her hands in her pockets. She's got these little accents down here where it looks like the, pants with the cuffs were folded up, or rolled up I should say. The belt loopholes are real. What about this tiny little pocket? It can, but it also could be that there's a hand is. Oh yeah, see, this much of the hand can go in. I'm very impressed by the details of the clothing. Very high quality, definitely better quality than what I would say regular fashionistas Barbie dolls come with. And these are her little cute little shoes. They're very childlike, something I would put on my daughter. It just has like bows on the top with little shiny rhinestones. And this part, the buckle of the shoe, I do not believe that this opens because I see a knot here on the inside. Looks like they sewed it closed. This really intrigued me. The ears, I just really wanted to try out the ears on a doll because I saw some pictures of really cute ears on their dolls, and I thought that the big ears would give her some character, but she does already have ears, of course. The standard doll she comes with her own set of ears on her head. Different hands that she comes with that gesture. This cowabunga hands, that's what I'm calling it. Looks like a thumbs up, or you could even do thumbs down depending on how you have the hands rotated. And these look like they're gripping something. So we've got this gesture here that just looks like a very slightly shut fist. Hey, that's what's up. And of course this one obviously is giving you the peace sign with 2 fingers. And out of curiosity, because I was wondering how do you attach these ears, this actually comes with some putty. And now we're gonna take our dolly out of the packaging that she came in. She's got another mask on. She's very, very well protected. Now, when I ordered this doll, from the time that I ordered it, I think it was shipped maybe within 24 hours to 48 hours after I ordered the doll. And then 10 days after it shipped, it arrived to me. I was able to track the package the entire way. I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys, her hair is crazy soft. So the doll, you can see she's already packaged nude. So I took off the plastic that was covering her bangs, but under her bangs, she also has more plastic. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here's the Blythe with all of the plastic off of her, and she's not dressed yet. It's how she looks. But I was trying to figure out how to settle her so I can show you guys all her details. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing about this doll is that she's very top heavy. Like her head is super heavy. and the rest of her body is not the same kind of weight distribution as the head. When you pose your doll, you're gonna have to get creative about how you can pose the doll so she doesn't just fall backwards or forwards depending on what you have her doing. And I tried to like sit her on her box, kind of like a bench, but she just kept flipping backwards when I was trying to get her settled. Of course, I'm not used to these dolls. I need to experiment with how to pose them and handle them. But I'm just letting you guys know my experience for those of you who are also new to Blythe dolls, what to expect. As far as her body, you can see that she has tons of joints. She's got obviously a joint in her neck that allows her head to move side to side. I'm gonna assume she cannot pivot the neck joint. And then we have a very interesting looking shoulder joint, allows her arms to go up. Also rotates like this, so you can get a lot of directions out of the shoulder joint. I've never seen a joint like that. Her upper arm also has a joint, kind of like an MTM joint that swivels. Yeah, the joints on these dolls are very interesting. They're like attached at a slant where the joint is. That's kind of interesting. I haven't seen joints like this in any dolls that I've handled thus far. So these swivel all the way around, and I'm trying to see if they also bend, but I'm not seeing that movement. So like it doesn't do this. See how the Barbie hands, you can go out, you can go in. Yeah, it's just doing this. So we don't have that extra joint here where it can move up or down, but it does swivel all the way around. So she can swivel to the side like this. Okay, remember that dance, the twist from back in the day? Back in our grandparents' day? Yeah, she can do that dance. All right, so we're gonna get a closer look at her lower body. So let's look at these hip joints that go up so she can sit. They go back, but it doesn't go further than this backwards. If I try to move it further, it's gonna be problems. Her thighs do the pivot motion as well. She's got a joint at her knee. And I do believe all of her joints are single joints, guys. They all have like a little slant in the joint, the way that they meet and move. Very unusual, but I like the way it looks. Her little stubby legs. Feet also pivot. Looks like they go side to side. And they go like this with the high heel feet. And make them go down. Or they can go flat. This is how her feet look. They're really cute. They're very stubby looking, like a little kid's foot, which reminds me kind of my Masterpiece dolls that I used to have. That I don't have any of them anymore. Ugh, I miss those dolls. Yeah, look at, she's got, if you look really close, I can see distinct toenails that can be painted. And they really look like feet. I mean, these are so detailed. Her body, the texture of the body, to me, it feels like vinyl, and the hands, they don't bend as much as like our Barbie hands bend. They're still flexible, so you can move them. It's just that you have to kind of force them to bend. So I think that the body is vinyl. The head, see how it makes that sound? You don't get that sound when you tap on Barbie heads. This is a hard head. I don't know what it's made of. I want to say that it's vinyl, but it's smooth. It's not soft. You can't like press into this doll's head and make it move around. I don't know. What is this material called? Those of you guys who know better than I do about Blythe dolls, tell me what their faces are made out of. What is the plate made of? Is this a kind of plastic? Is it vinyl? I don't really know. But I just thought it was interesting that the head has a different feeling to it. That's interesting. Yeah, her neck does not pivot. I don't feel a lot of weight in the body as much as I feel it in the head. So she's really top heavy for this proportion that she has. That's just something you gotta work with when you're posing dolls like this. So, you know, all dolls are different. They're not all the same. They don't feel all the same. And you can see she does have a chest. I mean, she has like a developed body that you could believe is like a teenager's body, but just the way the doll looks, she looks like a kid. So I don't really know exactly what that's supposed to be. But this one, she does not come with a huge face up. She's just plain. She has like some blushing on her face here on the cheeks. She's got very just simple lipstick painted on. She's got a little bit of eyeshadow above her eyelids. So there's a drawstring here that you can pull, and you want to wait for it to click before you let it go, so that you can see the other eye colors. So this one's just looking straight ahead, and this one is pink. That one's looking off to the other side, and it's more like a light brown kind of a color, which actually looks very similar to the hair color she has. This is the blue, bright ocean blue color, looking straight ahead. And that's back to the gray color that it was. Side glancing. My favorite eyes are the first one that I showed you and this one. I like both of the side glancing eyes the best. So I'm gonna keep her looking like that mostly. And I also wanted to show you her hair. So you'll see that this doll has a seam right up here. And you can actually detach the head plate, the scalp of the doll, and switch it out if you want to change your hairstyle or hair color, so you're not just stuck with whatever you bought initially. But also you don't have to go through the process of rerouting the doll's whole entire head to make her hair different. That takes a lot of time, patience, and willpower, and don't nobody got time for that. So she can just get her head plate swapped out. You just want to make sure that you're purchasing the right base color for the scalp so that it matches your doll's face. And you can order those on This Is Blythe as well, along with all of the different accessories that the dolls can come with, like their body parts separate. So if you already have some Blythe dolls and you want to kind of spruce them up, change them up a little bit, you can definitely go there and find some parts that you can do that with. So on purpose, I ordered this doll that had bangs because I didn't want the seam showing when her hair was down. I already knew that if I could see that seam all the time, it was gonna get on my nerves. So I was like, let me just cover it up with bangs. So that's what I did. So I just didn't want to take those chances. So I'm glad I got the one with the bangs. The hair, I tied it up so you guys could see how the structure of the head looks a little bit better. Quality of this hair, the texture of the hair is even softer than Barbie hair. And when I say soft, just smooth, silky. Like you can just run anything through this hair and it will slide right out. She has a little bit of like a baby doll curl at the ends only, and then the rest of the hair is straight. It's so much hair. This is the crazy part about these dolls. See how big her head is? The whole head is not covered in hair like how Barbies have. It's only hair at the top, but it's so densely rooted that when the hair gets pulled down, it really looks like she's got an entire full head of hair. So it gives you a very good illusion of her having a full, like her whole head is covered with hair. And because this hair texture is so good, there's a lot of weight in the hair, so it makes the hair kind of relax and like sit, you know, as flat as possible to the doll's head, so you don't have that weird poofy hair thing going on. It just looks like a natural full head of hair. I love the way the hair looks. I love this color hair on her skin tone. I chose what they call the dark skin tone, and there's one shade darker than that, which is called super black, but it's not black. That doll's skin tone is actually a deep brown, like Made to Move yellow top. And I thought that skin tone was the best one. I really liked it a lot. All the dolls that I saw with that skin tone, I just thought was like really pretty. But the super black is only available in the shiny finish, and I wanted my doll to have a matte finish. So I did not choose the super black color for that reason, but there is a way that you can modify your dolls that have shiny skin to make them matte. I don't know how to do it because I'm new to this, so I was like, let me not even take any chances and mess it up. So I just settled for this skin tone, but this skin tone is very similar to these light-skinned brown skin tones that we have for our Barbie dolls. She can still pass for an ethnic girl, but guys, that chocolatey skin tone, ugh, it is so cute. I really like it so much. And next time, I think I will order a doll with the darker skin tone and try to modify the doll myself and make it matte finish. I think I could pull it off. I just need some practice. That all. Okay, so now I want to show you guys some of the other things that the doll comes with. We're just gonna detach these hands right quick. Oh, these are cute. I like these. So we're gonna try out these. All I'm doing is just twisting it off of the joint like that. Very simple. For her hands, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna twist and we're gonna pull so that her wrist will detach itself. Okay, it's like surgery. See the hole there? We're gonna stick that into the hole. There we go. Eee, 귀여워. 안녕, 친구들. Oh, adorable. Yeah, the hands definitely make her have way more personality. So I'm glad that I got her some extra hands. I figured I would get some use out of them. And definitely, I can see myself switching up her hands constantly to get different poses. And you can see that her ears are actually pierced. I wonder if Barbie doll earrings can fit in there if it's too big of a hole. Well, kind of. I mean, it goes in obviously, but see how easily it pops back out? I want to try the ears. So with these kinds of putties, you just want to like knead them a little bit between your fingers, because the heat from your body heat kind of activates it to make it more pliable and sticky. Looks like chewed up gum. Simply go over her real ears that she came with and just press the new ears into her head. There we go. And also you can see with the ears that they do have a little bit more shine to them than her skin tone does. I don't think it's gonna matter because it's not as noticeable when her hair is down. So we've got our ears in, and I think the ears super give her personality. The ears are not squishy, they're a hard kind of a substance. So I'm not sure if they could be pierced or what, but you could probably attach something that you could use as an earrings with putty onto the ears, so they just kind of dangle without having to be pierced. She's got two different gestures going on with her fingers. They're just so cute. You can't even really see the ears that much unless we do something like this where she's got it behind her ears. Okay, she's so cute. I just want to punch her in the face. I think she's really adorable. I really like it. Let me see how she looks with her new eye color. Going the other way. Oh, this is not bad. Oh, she's cute with those eyes. I think I want to repaint her lips if I can figure out how to do it. I want to change the shape of them a little bit, closing the eyelids. You can actually customize them. I've got you right here standing next to my Blythe doll, and she is a petite body doll, which is the smallest size available amongst the adult body types for Barbie. And you can see she's like a whole head taller than her as far as her body is concerned. But the height of the doll, even though the body is smaller, the Blythe doll is actually taller than her because how big her head is. Maybe like an inch of difference. So that's just for a reference so you guys can get an idea of what the body and the sizing is. And when you compare these two next to each other, the Barbie doll is still a bit wider in the hips area and the torso area. And that's how the bottom half of the body looks next to each other. Yeah, so her legs do appear to be very like short and stubby, which adds to the cuteness of the doll, of course. Here's how her top fits before I put on her overalls and cover them up. And you can kind of see her clavicle bone, which is an added detail that I was not expecting, but that's kind of cool. This doll's hair quality is amazing. It's very soft, very movable, very fluffy. It's not sticky. It doesn't have any products in it. It's just very, very versatile and smooth. It reminds me of hair I've handled before, but it's just not Barbie hair. Some other sort of doll that had hair that felt like this, but it's just very soft, premium feeling saran. I don't know, I couldn't predict, but I just didn't think it was gonna be this level. Like, I thought it would be maybe Barbie grade at best. That works for me, I ain't complaining about that. Here she is dressed in the outfit that she comes with. I think it fits her very nice. It's not too tight and it's not too big. It doesn't look oversized. I want to try out some other clothing on her that I already have for my Barbie dolls because her body is a similar size, but I do think that her torso is very narrow compared to them. Not narrow like a Monster High doll, but just a little more narrow, so I'll have to pick through my stash to find a little bit tighter stuff to try out on her. And so I'll just be experimenting with that soon. I'll post some pictures and updates for you guys to see what I ended up finding in my wardrobe that could fit this doll, other than this outfit, of course. And I do also want to try her clothes on my other dolls of the same scale, 1/6. So we'll see if those fit on them as well. But overall, I am very impressed with this product. I thought that I was going to find more flaws with it, or you know, something I didn't like about the doll more, but the only thing that I would change about these dolls is the body mass ratio between the head and the rest of her body. Easier said than done because the heads are heavier for a reason. There's a whole mechanism on the inside of the head to allow you to change the eyeballs. Of course, she's got a mass of hair rooted onto the scalp, which adds to that weight. Oh, the blue eyes matches with her shirt. That's kind of cool too. Yeah, there's so many reasons that go into the overall weight of the head being a lot more than the body, so I get it. But that's the only thing that I would change about these dolls. Other than that, I think that they're really cool. I think they're very versatile. Definitely fun to photograph, and that's part of the reason why I decided to go with the matte finish for the face, because I didn't want the shine from the shiny finish reflecting off of the cameras when you're taking pictures of the dolls and stuff, or windows or whatever. You don't want light to be like flying off of your doll's face. So that was my reasoning for going with the matte finish. But even the shiny head ones, they're still cute. They have their own little charm. I would say explore, try different ones out for yourselves. And I'm just giving you guys an idea of like what kind of thinking process I had when I was ordering my doll. Overall, I'm very satisfied with this product, and I'm glad that, as scary as it is to try new things, that this turned out to be an actually good experiment. I really like it. It's so different, and somehow she still kind of blends with my Barbies, even though she's not a Barbie, and even though she just looks like a big kid. She still somehow still just works. It doesn't like clash. It doesn't look crazy next to the Barbie dolls. So is that weird? I don't know, but sometimes it's hard for you to like pose certain kinds of dolls with each other. But I love all the joints. I love all the hands, the different hands absolutely add to the personality of the doll. I love her giant ears. Like, my kids were like, well, what did you want that for, Mom? Because it's cute, that's why. See, that's how she looks without her ears. More personalized, I guess, with her ear attached. So, I don't know. I'm going to display mine with my ears. And according to the website, they do utilize different... Basically, it's like a collection of artists that they commission to personalize your dolls. So if you did want your doll to have more of a face up, if you wanted it to have like those cool designs that they do on the eyelids and things like that, I think you can request for them to do that for you. It probably will take a little bit longer for you to see your doll, the finished product, but it is possible to get it done. Their customer service is 24/7, so they always have agents on standby to answer your questions and to help you to navigate the website. Look at how flowy her hair is. Oh my god. They also have different face sculpts, so they don't all look like this, just with different skin tones. Some of them have different mouths, they're smiling, they have teeth. Some of them have a frowny face. Like, it just depends on what doll you end up ordering. So explore their website. They say that they can send you proof photos before shipping out your doll to make sure that it looks the way you want it to look. So just to make sure that you talk to them first and let them know that you would like proof photos, so that they can assure that you get them before they ship the doll out. If you want some more details, more photos to look over when you're done with this video, click on the link in the description bar so that you guys can go over to my new blog, brokendollytv.blogspot.com, and you guys can check out my written review of this doll as well. Here's what her little shoes look like. I just slid them on and just popped in. They were not difficult to get on. And the shoes aren't made out of like plastic. It's actual fabrics to make it. Like, it's sewn together. Like, this is like faux leather. It feels and looks like real faux leather. It's not just like plastic pieces. So there's definitely some quality work being put into the doll's clothing. So I don't think you'll be disappointed with the quality that you're getting. At the end of the day, you know, it's all about the finished product, how it looks, how it behaves when you've got it in your hands and you're trying to pose it and do whatever you're trying to do with it. That's really all that matters. What do you guys think of the Blythe brand, of the Blythe dolls? Are you familiar with them? Definitely check out This Is Blythe, their website. Everything's linked in the info bar, so make sure you go there to find the information quickly so you don't have to go all over Google searching for stuff. Let me know what you guys think about these dolls. If you want to know which doll I ordered, I'll put a link in my description bar so you can find this exact same doll if you like her. And for my dolly, I decided to name her after a girl that I met yesterday that works at like a Burger King. And I was like, girl, what's your name is? And she was like, oh, it's Portrait. Word, that's your real name though? That's dope. I was like, I'm gonna name this doll Portrait because I want to be reminded of that girl in case I run into her again, and of the really good experience I had with that customer service. She deserves a dolly named after her. Me and my little Portrait are gonna go have some fun playing dress up and figure out what kind of outfits she might want to change into. I was very surprised to hear my daughter say that she likes this doll and that she wants one for herself. That's a good sign because I rarely run into dolls that my daughter actually wants to play with. She's very like iffy about Barbies, but sometimes when we're looking at other brands, she'll gravitate towards them. Not so much like the stuff you see in Walmart with the big heads, like the Rainbow High dolls, because I think they just seem too grown for her maybe, but this is still very childlike and still has all the joints. So I think she really likes the aesthetic of this doll, but all the pulling, that's kind of addictive. I ain't gonna front. You could just sit there all day long pulling on that thing. I love how she looks. I like her a lot. I'm glad I took a chance and tried this product out, because when I get contacted by sponsors and potential partners, sometimes they'll have products that I'm just like, I can just tell from the pictures it's garbage. No, I'm not gonna tie my name to anything that is not something I would actually mess with myself. Like, no. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I have to get detailed because that's just how I do it. It's a new product for me to be describing to y'all, and for some of you guys, the first time you're actually seeing something like this broken down to this level of detail. So I gotta do it the way I do it. You feel me? So I'll talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Again, thank you to This Is Blythe for reaching out to us. Thanks for watching. I'm Gypsy. This is Broken Dolly TV. Make sure you're following us on social media. Make sure you're subscribed so we can enter you into our latest giveaway that we will be announcing the rules for soon. And I'll see you later. Have a dolly day.
So much easier to just, hey, yeah.